This card has cast a spell on me, and now it's mine. Find out what's going on as I hereby invite everyone to join me on my adventures through Marvel Snap. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. So it's Saturday, it's 7, and it's Central. That means it's time to nap. Every Saturday at 7 Central, I try to bring you some sort of interesting, weird, wacky, wild deck from Marvel Snap. If you want to catch me live doing this, I do this on Twitch TV on Annabelle_Fleetwood. If you can't catch me live for whatever reason, I do this all up on YouTube again on Annabelle Fleetwood. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the things you're supposed to do. Alright, so enough of my shameless self-promotion, let's talk about this week's particular deck. So this week's particular deck is very simple. It's just the Morgan le Fay deck. So I got Morgan le Fay this week in my actual snap packs, since I get the new card every single week. And I made this kind of really interesting deck around here. The whole idea is we're going to play out the 1-drops here with Squirrel Girl, Marta, Titania. Then we're going to try to eat them all with the Venom. Bring them back with the Morgan le Fay. Kill them all with the Killmonger. And then have a pretty decently high null and a pretty decently low def. We got Adam Warlock to get through our deck a little bit quicker. The Collector, because all these go back into the hand. Angela for a little bit of power. And Shauna as kind of a backup in case we don't get anything better. Let's get this one locked up in the chamber and let's go and play for fun. As always, these decks are what are known as Series 3 complete decks, which means that if all you own is Series 3 cards, you can still play this deck, except of course for Morgan le Fay, because she kinda needs to be in this deck. Okay, good start for us, good start for us. Shocked I didn't get any of my 1-drops when a third of my deck is 1-drops. Wilmer actually works perfectly for me. Let's set up the Collector real quick. Okay, well, I guess we won't set up the Collector. So we'll do the X23 since that doesn't matter to me. And then the Titania. Killmonger. Awesome.
What a game!
Stop my death.
Rest in peace.
And that, since I have the extra energy, I can do the 3. And then I should be able to do the Marta. Pop here, pop here, pop here. Okay, I'm good. And then turn 5, we'll do the Angela and we'll do the Killmonger.
Impressive.
Nice, my death's down to 0, my null's up to 26. 32, honestly. Okay, so now we'll do the def over here, the null over here, and we'll snap just for the fun of it. Snap, and turn. Nice big 8 cubes. Let's get that big. Yeah. Titania start, nice. Hawkeye's fine. Your dimensions are not the best for me. We'll do the Angela though. Ant-Man, awesome. We'll do the Marta. Collector doesn't help me out too much, but it helps me out some. I need either my Venom or my Killmonger, that's what I need. If I don't get either one, I might be in trouble. Oh, Venom's fine. Gonna be enough. Definitely didn't come down that much, unfortunately. I can do the Morgan to see what the Morgan gets me. Let's see where this ends up for me. Sunspot, Kitty. It's gonna be enough is the question. 10, 11, 12. Nope, you only do about 12, maybe 13. Okay. Might have been better off doing the Shauna there, honestly. Squirrel Girl's awesome first start for me. Time Stone, nice. Sherry's Lab, awesome. We'll do the Marta. And then I can do Shauna next. Killmonger after that. Marta, nice. Every Moss, super. Nebula, super. Shauna. Wait, let me put Shauna. Yeah, that's fine. Stick in one hand, half a dozen in the other. We'll do the Killmonger here. Should be enough. No, off there, we get a little bit of vibranium. We might be able to set for the collector, which won't be the end of the world. But here's the problem. To either set for the collector. Let's go. Hang on, I think I can do this better. Do collector Venom. But then there's not gonna be enough time. Let's go Morgan. We'll do a piece of vibranium. I needed the good stuff for the one, that's the problem. Alright, let's see. We'll do 5. We'll do 3. We'll do 2 and 2. Let's see where we end up. I'll pay for this. Rewind time. We'll still do the same thing. We'll do the 5 here, then the Venom, then the 4 and the 4. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Actually, let's undo that. You'd be able to do the 5 here, the 4 here, the 1, and then the Venom. Did they realize they have nothing better to do on this turn, or what? There's the Medusa. Okay, not sure that helps them that much. Scroll happens, and then Venom happens. And Venom should get the power here. Yeah.
Victory.
Squirrel Girl, nice start. Shauna, not bad start. Start Squirrel Girl middle. Central Park actually helps me out a ton. We are good here. The Venom would be the best thing for me, but if not, I'll do the Killmonger. Killmonger, go. Should be enough to make my death 0 if I did my math correctly. Pop.
Impressive.
Death 0, nice. Wave means nothing to me. We'll do the hang on, I gotta do this in the correct order. We'll do the Death first, Collector second. We'll even put Adam Warlock in Central Park. What are they trying to play here? Nico Memorial. Athena, not sure why you did wave for those two. Okay, now we'll play the Morgan le Fay. Should push up my collector pretty decently here. Okay, and then we should be able to do the Squirrel Girl here, and then Squirrel, Squirrel, Squirrel. Actually, we'll do Squirrel, Squirrel, and we'll do Shauna over here.
There's no strings on me.
Why are you doing images?
There's no strings on me.
That made no sense.
Victory.
Click a few rewards here. Marta, nice start. Get a good second draw with the Angela here.
Opponent.
Oh, we'll do the Angela so then I can go into the Venom. Venom. Munch, munch, munch.
Rest in peace.
Negasonic, you're perfect for me. Awesome, thank you. Let's feed the Shauna to ya. Aw, Hood, thank you so much. Do I have enough to do both parts of this? Let's see. Takes me 3 for that. I can do 1 for Venom. 1 for Kitty. And then I can do the Killmonger. Might get rid of my Null. It's a little annoying, but that's fine.
Rest in peace.
Okay, I definitely came down to 1 even with all that, so that's not the greatest thing in the world. We'll do the Death here, and then we'll do the Shauna, and then the Titania. Yeah, let's undo that just in case. With Prio. They have Prio, okay. So just in case, we'll do the Shauna first, then the Death, then the Titania. Ooh, close. Okay, Squirrel Girl, add more work in the start. Window helps me out a ton. Squirrel, let's go. Kitty Pride, nice. Central Park helps me out a ton. We'll do the Animorok so I can try to hunt him a little bit here. Morgan le Fay, not what I wanted at this particular time. Okay, we'll do a Angela and we'll do a run. I need my Venom or I need my Killmonger right now or I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Let's get out of here.
Escaped.
Okay. Good, I didn't get any of my 1-drops, even though a third of my deck is 1-drops. I mean, Torch, that's fine. That's actually pretty good for me if I can get what I need. Do the Angela. I can set up for the Venom. If I get any of my 1-drops, I should be okay here. None of my 1-drops. Awesome, thank you. I've got 3 1-drops in here and they're all in the back last half of the deck. Oh, and the bath, that really helped me out a ton. Thank you. Alright, we're just gonna get out of that.
Escaped.
Shauna, Killmonger, not start. We can do the Angela here. And we can do the Shauna. And then we can do the Marta. And we can do the Killmonger.
I want the throne.
Impressive.
Fine. It comes out. We'll only bring back one thing because it doesn't have enough to get back two things. She either needs to go up and get more power, or she needs to come down so she can play a little bit in better curves. That's the problem with her so far. She needs to come up and get a little bit more power, or she needs to come down so she can get played out a little bit sooner than she does. Best thing I can do would be probably the Marta. We'll throw her the Mbaku over here. We'll do the Howard the Duck, and then we'll eat everything on this side. I don't want the Marta to mess with what I'm doing.
Impressive.
Yeah, you could have set it up better with actually playing it on the other side and kill two things. You do know that would have worked way better over here, right?
Victory.
Squirrel Girl, Killmonger, nice start. Project Pegasus, ugh, not enough to pull that off.
Opponent snapped.
We'll just do this the easy / hard way.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
I want the throne.
Okay, we'll do the Angela next. Titania. Thank you so much, it actually helps me out a ton.
What a game!
We'll do the Morgan. See, she was 2. Should be or 3. Should be decently good on 5. Do the Shauna in the middle. Then we'll do the Squirrel Girl so I can get another middle hit. And we'll do Squirrel, which should be good. And then for final turn, we'll just do the null and the death. Thank you, that actually helped me out a ton.
Victory.
Got the Morgan. Marta to start, nice. Okay. Nothing on 2 because you took out my Animal Warlock, which would have been for 2. Let's do the Shauna. See, like, again, on 3, you could play her with Angela and... Or you could play her with, like, Adam Warlock. I'd rather she come down and be like a 3-6 or a 3-5. Just not enough turns to really make her do much. We'll do the Titania, and then we'll do the Morgan. Best hope is to do the Killmonger. And then after the Killmonger's down, do the Shauna. And that's pretty much about it, yeah.
I want the throne.
I mean, you had a pretty big whatever what copycat was. With a null with a spider on it. Nice. Okay, Killmonger, nice start. Death, okay. Can I draw any of my 1 or 2 drops? No, got all my heavy stuff in the start. Nice. Okay. Titania I can still play out. we'll do the Shauna. That kills our Morgan. Awesome, thank you. Alright, let's do this, the Squirrel the Girl then, and then we'll do the Killmonger. We'll do this the Death Null way.
The throne.
Rest in peace.
I want the throne.
Sweet, my death's now down to 0.
Definitely need to change my underwear.
Enough said, bub.
Null's up to 24. Let's do the Adam Warlock for a little bit more draw, though I don't know how much more I got left.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Collector, which doesn't help me out a ton. And my Venom, okay. I'll do Death over here, and we'll do Null over here, and we'll hope for the best. Okay. They played Deathlock, it's awesome, which means they're not playing the Null.
Enough said, bub.
Deadpool means nothing, Venom means nothing to me.
What a game!
Death wins location 1, Null wins location 3. Thank you. I don't know what would be better than putting in the Collector in here. Honestly, at this point, it might just be another 1-drop, believe it or not. See any 1-drops that speak out to me? I'll play the kitty just for a little bit of stuff. It just seems like I never have a chance to play that Null. Sorry, the Collector. It's like the Collector's just sitting there going, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Marta. Adam Warlock. I want to get the draw in if I can. Marta's going to be hard to beat in that location. Nice, thank you. Squirrel Girl, awesome. Okay. For this, I can play the Angela and the Squirrel Girl. Titania's fine. I can do Titania Venom. But I kind of really need my Killmonger again.
Impressed.
Mockingbird Space Throne. Give me my Killmonger. There we go. I think we're good here to snap, so we'll snap, snap. I know where I'm gonna play my no and I know where I'm gonna play my death. Grover, awesome, thank you.
I want the throne.
Impressive.
Okay. So we're going to play the null in spot 3, the death in spot 2, and we should be good to go. They can't retreat because of the rock. So I'm at least getting 4 cubes off of this, it's not 8. No, it does not care.
Victory.
Titania, nice. Squirrel Girl, even better. The hood, that's fine with me. Okay, we'll play the Adam Warlock. Okay, Devil, not what I wanted, but I'll take it, I guess. We'll do Angel and we'll start the kitty chain. Okay, we'll do the Marta here, and then we'll do Titania Kitty. So it's fine. Push away. Push away. Kitty. Anna does not help me. Morgan doesn't help me. Get out of this because I haven't destroyed anything. I didn't get my Venom and I didn't get my Killmonger. Yep. Venom and Killmonger were both in the last 3 cards. Awesome. What I might do instead of Kitty, hang on. Let's pull out the Kitty for a second. Kitty, where are you? There you are. Let's just switch this over to a Deathlock. That way I at least have a second backup. So we're gonna start. Awesome. Titania next turn. Actually, Adam Warlock next turn. I lied. Now we should be able to do. Let's do the Killmonger here. Sorry, the Deathlock here. Silk, okay. Now I should be able to do the Titania and the Venom. Why taking 17 years to figure out what you're doing? Come on. Okay. No, okay. Munch, munch. Now I should be able to do the Morgan on this turn. So we'll do the Angela and then the Morgan. Thank you. I think that helped me out a ton there. The null. What did my null get up to on all that? Only 11. Ew. Okay, so let's do the Killmonger for sure. Nah. I should be able to do the Shauna and be fine.
The throne.
Rest in peace.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. All depends on whether if the Titania goes over or not. Thorn, that's fine. None of my 1-drops again. Awesome. Set up the Adam Warlock so that they try to flood the location.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Adam Warlock. We can do the Shauna then. Gladiator is actually perfect for me. Except for you get the null when it's still 0. Awesome.
Hey, I found a rook.
We can do the demon. And then we can do the Deathlock. Now let's do the Killmonger.
I want the throne.
So I can do the Morgan, Titania.
Power must be controlled.
Nice, I got the null back. It's null dies super early. We'll play the null here and see if they can beat it. Death on your end, okay. Black Bolt. Not gonna be enough for the Daily Bugle. Ah, because of the Titania. Nice. Again, she either needs to come up or she needs to come down. If she comes up, she needs more power on her. If she comes down, she almost needs to come down. As a 3, whatever, I think she's fine. Then you can easily slide her in on a 5 turn. Okay. You can give me any of my 1-drops. I promise it's okay. Look, it's turn 3, and unless I put down the Killmonger, there's nothing I can do. I mean, you can fight for a magic in the deck, sure. So it's technically turn 5, and this is the first time I had any chance to play the Morgan. I'm just getting out of this one.
Escaped.
Like, what are you supposed to discard? What are you supposed to destroy? That's so powerful that you want to bring it back. Because she doesn't bring it back to the board, she brings it back to your hand. If they cost 0 or something, then maybe. But they cost 1 less even, because then the 1-drops would make sense. I mean, I'm already playing 3 1-drops in here just to try to make it work in some way, shape, or form. And even with 3 1-drops in here, I'm basically fighting tooth and nail for some sort of anything on this. I mean, this is turn 4. What have I killed? And I think I'm trying everything in my power to kill something before turn 4.
Taking aim.
And I get the Marg off that, and that's pretty much about it. We'll do the Angela, and then we'll do the Killmonger. I mean, a 1-8 Marg is not the end of the world, but that's so many hoops to jump through.
I want the throne.
Impressive.
I mean, even my death is only like 5 at this point. I could trim 4, 3, 2. I could bring it down to 2. Except now I can't do that because of the fact that they played a Super Scroll. Or they changed into a Super Scroll, which means I can't eat anything.
Rest in peace.
Oh, no, you didn't have it on. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Again, what am I supposed to be eating? What am I supposed to be destroying? I mean, I'm trying everything in my power to make this work in some way, shape, or form. It's just sitting there going, nope. What are you hoping for? I'd almost rather her be brought up and be the destroy version of Ella, or be brought down and at least that way you could get her out on turn 5 with a 2-drop added to her. Which isn't a lot, but it's better than nothing. That's fine, I was never gonna play that rock anyways.
I want the throne.
Impressive.
All the way up to 11. Why? I'll do this and this and see where this gets me.
Rest in peace.
I'm still one shy. And that just is so weird. I mean, I'll play the Def and I'll play the Morgan, but the Morgan's not doing me anything here. I'd almost need another turn in order for the Morgan to make sense.
Victory.
I want this card to work in some way, shape, or form, but I'm having trouble trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be destroying, when I'm supposed to be destroying it. Well, if you get like a Death Domain or an Altar of Death, how are you supposed to get enough on this for this to make a difference? I mean, I'm playing with 3 1-drops. I didn't get any of my 1-drops to start with. No, I really don't. She's so hard to try to figure out where you want to play her when you want to play her. I mean, I'm struggling to find any kind of deck where she works. Yep, always only playing Series 3 cards and below. That's what I do. I'm not sure Series 4 or Series 5 cards would help this out a ton, though. The only card that I could really see from Series 4 or Series 5 that might help this out would be the X-23. Other than that, I'm not sure what would be good for this. I know the X-23 wouldn't be the end of the world on this. Helps if I hit the button.
I want the throne.
Moon Knight takes out my null. So there goes most of my plan. This stuff might work here. Okay, so let's do Def on here, and then we'll do the Def lock on the middle. Yeah. No, on the middle. Middle. Thank you. See, like, now I get the Morgan le Fay, but it doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. Oh, she's very niche. You gotta have the exact right deck for her, or you gotta run, or you gotta get, like, the exact right order for her. Because there's really no good way to have anything good destroyed by turn 4. What are you destroying that's decently before good turn 4? And there's my Shauna, which got discarded, which actually is going to help me out. But the only reason it got discarded is because I actually got a decently good location. Oh, I'll show you my favorite deck in a second here, hang on. There's the null, okay. Still play the Squirrel Girl to try to get something out of this. There's the Morgan, but the Morgan doesn't help me since I have nothing that's died. The Shauna died, so I might be able to get some done. There, I got a Shauna back that's a 7.
Rest in peace.
Okay. I don't have anything that's good for 2, so I'll try to pull down the Shauna. Magic actually helps me out a ton, believe it or not. Okay, because now I can do the Deathlock and the Venom. Yeah, you almost need magic in here, but then it's like, where do you stick the magic in here? It's just a mess of mess. Oh, he can Odin Gambit, that's fine.
Impressed.
I am Iron Man.
No, in the middle, we're gonna do Death on 1, and we're gonna do Demon on 1. We'll see what he does. Just White Tiger.
Victory.
Alright, let me finish up this one and then I'll show you my favorite deck. We'll do one more on Morgan le Fay. Just for fun, we'll snap. That's fine. It was a decently good thing to mention.
Oh, snap.
Nothing wrong with mentioning it. There's the Martyr that'll help me out a ton. See, now we can play the actual Deathlock here. Black Swan, awesome. So now we can play the Morgan le Fay, which will get us back the actual Marta. And for once, this deck gets to show somewhat what it can do. And Patriot, that's fine. There's the Marta. So now I can do the Marta, the Titania, and the Killmonger. I'll show you why. Marta, Titania, Killmonger, Pop. It brings up my null up to 21, and it tries to bring down my def. So the whole idea is you try to bring up your null by killing stuff, and you try to bring down your def by killing stuff. So it's kind of a combination of bring up the null, bring down the def. When you do it correctly, you can get decently good on stuff. But it does take a lot to pull all that off.
Victory.
Alright. Let me end my broadcast, and then I'll show you my favorite deck, okay? Alright. I want to thank everybody else so much for watching, and as always, remember, play for fun.